that's okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. Hello. Hi, and welcome to Heart and Parcel English and Cooking class. Hello, everybody. My name is Claire, and every week we will be cooking delicious recipes from the Heart and Parcel cookbook given to us by our wonderful students and Heart and Parcel staff. Every week I will cook a dish and we will learn some English language as well. You will learn some English listening, some English speaking, reading and writing, everything you want and more, plus some delicious food as well. Welcome back, everybody. Hello. Hi, Juliet. Hi, Lisa, Sidika, Gada. Lovely to see you. Orbelina, nice to see you. Amal, hi. Hello, my wonderful teachers as well. Nabila, hello. Welcome back, old students. Fantastic to see you again. I'm really happy for you to join us. And a big welcome to new students. Thank you very much for joining us today. If you have any questions, you can type in the chat box, in the live chat on the right-hand side, and the teachers will answer the questions for you. If you find the class too difficult or you want to practice English reading and maybe some more words, click on subtitles CC below and you'll be able to follow the class from start to finish. If you enjoy today, if you like the cooking, if you like the English, please, please, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below saying how you found the class. It would be really, really nice to hear your comments. Are you ready to get started? I think I am definitely ready to get started. I have a question for you. I lie, I have two questions for you. One, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? And two, again, what is the last thing you ate? What is the last thing you ate? Number one, how are you feeling today? Happy, sad? Two, what is the last thing you ate? Could be earlier this morning, could be yesterday. What is the last thing you ate? If you're watching back, you pause now. If you want to type the comments in the box, please do. Or if you want to speak out loud, do so now. Off you go. For me, I'm going to answer those questions. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling proud today. Proud because I am going to teach you a delicious, delicious recipe that is actually one of my recipes. And two, what was the last thing I ate? Last night we made a beautiful, beautiful curry. It was so delicious. I had chicken curry, lamb curry, and then I had spinach with some cheese. So we had so much, we ate it for leftovers today. Amal, red lentil soup, very healthy. I normally have that. Gada, you've eaten some pasta. Janut, chicken and vegetables, brilliant. Surya Prabha, you ate some cherries, very healthy. Elvis, you had spaghetti with meatballs, brilliant, very, very nice and Italian, fantastic. And Roxa, you had rice and vegetable curry, really nice, really nice. See some of the teachers joining in. Bridget, vegan pie, delicious. Khadija, you had very healthy. Wow. You had some oat mix seeds with cashew nut, almond, and peanut with soy milk. I want to be at your house. That's really healthy. Fantastic. Anastasia, brilliant. You're good. And you had a chicken wrap. Brilliant. Lovely, lovely food, guys. Well done. Today, I'm really excited. I can't wait. I want to show you now. I want to show you now. So let's get started. There's a lot of cooking today. I have a question for you. I will give you 1 minute. Can you name all of the ingredients on the table? 1 minute to name all of the ingredients on the table. If you know all of the ingredients already, go further. Write quantities. How many? How much? What color are they? Red, blue, green? Or go further. What utensils can you see? If you are able to write, you can type in the box, or you can speak out loud, or you can write a list. Up to you. If you're watching back, you can pause the video now. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, have a look. Have a look, have a look, have a look. What can you see? Name everything you can. Try and get all of them. I try to squeeze on everything on the table today. There's just so many things. So many things today. Whew. Just pop those in front there. Make sure you can't read the labels. Don't forget the ones in the jars. And very interesting ingredients today. Very interesting. 20 seconds. Keep going, keep going. Fantastic, Zora. Good, Anastasia. Nice, Janut. Sevgi, brilliant. Keep going, Amal. Well done. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Was that more difficult or easier than last time? I think there are so many today, but I think maybe you know quite a lot of the ingredients. Let's see if you're right. Let's go to the board. I've broken up the ingredients into 2 columns. I'll explain why in a minute. So I think everyone got this one here. Flour. Flour. This is plain flour. And we're going to need about 500 grams for this one. This is just plain flour, not self-raising, not bread flour, not chapati flour, plain flour. Water. Did you get this one? Good, well done. You're going to need half the amount of the flour. So half of 500 is 250 milliliters. Milliliters for water. Next one we have, I hid this one, salt. Salt. And we're just going to need a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt. This one, good. Everyone got this. Mostly we have mince. What kind of mince is it? This is actually turkey mince. Turkey mince. You can use different types of poultry if you want. So you can use chicken mince. Chicken mince here. And you're going to need about 500 grams of that. Did you get this one? This is a very interesting one. One of my favorite herbs, lemongrass. If you cut a lemongrass, it smells of lemon. It reminds me of lemon. Very similar to the lemon smell. Okay, you can usually find in most shops. We're going to need 2 stalks of lemongrass. Our good friend, my best friend, coriander. Coriander. You can put this on everything. I put this on my curry last night, and we're going to have it in this dish today. Maybe a bunch of coriander, depending on how much you like it. Of course, we have our spring onion. Spring onion. You're going to need about two spring onions. I did this one last week in the salad. Smells very nutty, very toasted. I love this flavor, very deep, really aromatic. And it's an oil. So really nice to flavor salads or things like that here. And we're going to need about 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. Finally, many people don't like this, but I really like this. Fish sauce. Fish sauce. And you can get this in most shops as well. Tesco, Asda, big shops, but also any smaller shops too. If you don't like fish, no problem. If you don't want to eat that, that's fine. You can use soy sauce instead. And maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons. Wow, that's a lot on that side, isn't it? A lot of ingredients, but very delicious. Did you guys catch this one? Ooh. This is my radish. Radish. And its proper name, we usually say daikon radish. Many people know it as mooli, but I know it as daikon radish. And you need the whole one, really. Then we have our carrots. I only have 1 here, but you do need a couple, maybe 3 carrots. Of course, ginger. Now with ginger, you will need 1 thumb of ginger. Why we say this, I don't know, but 1 thumb of ginger. You can usually use 1 inch or so. Aha! My chilies. My small green chilies. I'm going to put in 2. Remember, with the plural ES. Then we have star anise, this herb or spice. A lot of you don't like this, I saw in your homework, but I really like it. It's very sweet. Maybe just 2 for this. And peppercorns. Nice special peppercorns. Just maybe 10. And white vinegar. You can use rice vinegar, white wine vinegar, or you can use cider vinegar, or you can use halal vinegar. It's fine with no alcohol in it. And you need about 200 mils of vinegar. Sugar, 250 grams. Our good friend salt, a pinch of. And last but not least, we need water. But for this dish, we need boiling water. Boiling? Really, really hot water. Boiling water. Wow, did I miss anything? Of course, as always. What is this? If you say lemon, you're wrong. It's a lime. 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 Now with lime, it's spelled L-I-M-E, but let me pop it up here actually. L-I-M-E, but we pronounce it lime. Okay, lime, not lime, lime. The difference between lime and lemon is lime is green and lemons are yellow. Yellow. Wow, that's a lot of ingredients. What do you think we're making? What do you think we're going to make? No guesses? No guesses? We are going to make one of my very favorite dishes, my chicken and lemongrass dumplings. Aisha, well done, you got it. My chicken and lemongrass dumplings. I'm going to show you exactly how to make these. And for my second one, we're going to make dumplings here. And for this one, we're going to do pickled vegetables. I'll show you a really quick way of doing pickled vegetables that are really nice and quick and easy to make. I really hope you enjoyed today. Before I start cooking, I have a task for you. I have a task for you. I have a task for you. As I am cooking, I want you to write down or think about all the things that I am doing, all the verbs, the action words. For example, am I chopping? Okay, chop. Am I slicing? Okay, slice. Am I mixing? Write mix. Whenever you see or hear me doing something, write down the list of verbs. At the end, I will test you and see if you got them all right. Keep them till the end. You can type them or speak them out loud or write them down. Let's go. I'm going to start first. Of course, we always need to start with our dough. Our dough. So in my dumplings, you're going to take a bowl. And with the bowl, I'm going to add my flour, my plain flour. How much did I say? Good. 500 grams. 500 grams. So adding my flour. Next, I'm going to sprinkle a pinch of salt into my flour. After that, I'm going to take my chopsticks. You can use, of course, your spoon or fork or your hands, whatever you want. But I'm going to use some chopsticks because it's easier for me. And with the chopsticks, I'm going to start stirring the flour and slowly pouring in the water, bit by bit. Slowly pouring in the water, bit by bit. Now this recipe is very close to my heart. Very close. When I was a child, I was actually born in the Middle East. And then from the Middle East, my parents moved to Hong Kong in China. So I grew up with lots of different types of food. Delicious noodles, rice, and of course, dumplings. I later learned how to make these when I was teaching and working in China. This is a very special memory for me, and I want to show you today. So, you notice my dough is quite sticky now. That's fine. You want to have it coming together almost like that. I'm just going to press it down a little bit, knead it for a little while, maybe about 1 minute. Don't worry about all of the ingredients. Yanni, I saw that one. There are many ingredients, but really, it's so simple. It's not as difficult as you can imagine. And there are really just 3 different steps to it. So it's very easy. I'm going to cover the bowl with cling film and leave to rest for a little bit. Just going to leave to rest somewhere. The next thing I need to do is get my filling going. So I'm going to take my turkey mince, and with my turkey mince, I want to add all of those ingredients that I mentioned earlier. Now, to make things quick for me, I'm going to use a blender. With my blender, I will take my lemongrass stalks and chop them up, pop them in. Now, if you don't have a blender, no problem. You just have to finely chop the ingredients. If you don't have a blender, no problem. Just finely chop the ingredients. Again, with the ginger, you can peel or cut off the skin. And again, if you don't have a blender, you can grate. But if you do have a blender, just pop in and roughly chop. Great. So far. Next, I want to add my sesame oil. Oh, one of my favorite flavors. How many teaspoons or tablespoons? around about 3 there. But be generous, maybe even 4 if you like. Then with my fish sauce, or if you're using soy sauce, please do so now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pour it into your blender mix. After that, sugar. I use a lot of sugar in my cooking. I don't know why. One will be perfect. Then, beautiful, beautiful limes. I'm going to roll out the juice. And cut and squeeze all the lime juice into the blender cup. Squeeze the limes. Oh, I can smell it. It smells so sour and lovely. Really, really delicious. So you've got all those flavors there. You've got sweet, you've got sour, you've got salty. It's really, really nice. And you will have spice later on. Okay, with that, you want to cover the top. And I'm just going to blend for a little bit to get it nice and smooth. So that's nice and smooth. And meanwhile, I am going to be cutting the spring onions. You're just going to pour that over. And I'm going to cut the spring onions. Nice and finely chop. I like to use all of the spring onions because it's really good to not waste anything. And of course, our beloved coriander. I'm just going to take a handful here, just tear it off and finely chop that into bits there. Oh, great. Do you guys cook a lot with coriander at home? Maybe you do, or maybe you've never used it before. But it goes really, really well with all the flavors that I've just put in there. So I have this here, and I'm going to mix it all together. Now you want to be quite hard with this, nice and quick, because you want to make sure that there are no bits left in the mince. Make it nice and soft there. And the reason why I choose turkey mince, do you want to know why? 1, because it's very healthy. And 2, it's very cheap, actually. When I go to the supermarket to get turkey mince, it's very, very cheap. And it's low in fat, so I use it quite a lot. Same with chicken mince as well. Okay, so that is nice and blended. Wow. If you guys could smell this, it smells amazing. Really, really delicious. Perfect, perfect. Right, I'm putting that to one side now to rest. And we're going to make a start on our pickled vegetables. So with our pickled vegetables, what we need is to cut our carrots and daikon radish. You'll need to have a colander and put it on a plate. It's quite important. Then with your knife, you want to cut this big radish in half. Maybe yours won't be as big as mine. Now with these ones, you want to peel because quite dirty. That's fine. Take a peeler and peel, peel, peel. Hope you're remembering the verbs, guys. And again, you want to peel the daikon radish. This is one of my favorite dishes. Why? Because it's so versatile. Versatile. It means it can be used for everything. When I used to live in China, and I would go for breakfast in the morning, there would be some cafes and restaurants, and they would have these pickled vegetables on the side, and you could help yourself. They were free, and you can eat them with your lunch or breakfast. You're just going to cut them. We call this julienne style. Julienne style. I don't know if the teachers can write that down, actually. Julienne style. And this just means to cut into batons or sticks here. They can be as thin or as thick as you like. And of course, your pickled vegetables, how many you use depend on just how many or how big your jars are. Great. So I'm going to put that into there, into my colander. And to my colander, to prepare them, I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Sprinkle over the top there. And of course, the same with salt. You need about a handful of salt. And with that, I'm just going to rub the vegetables together. This is really good to catch all that moisture from the vegetables because we don't want much moisture in there when we are pickling. Pickle. To pickle means to put things into vinegar to stay for a long time. Okay, I'm going to put those to one side whilst they dry, and I think we'll be ready to make our dumplings. Move all my vegetables to one side. So for this one, you need a flat surface and some flour on your surface here. Just going to wipe down. Always important to keep cleaning. Pop that at the front. That's going to be our final tray that we're going to put the dumplings on. And here, I'm going to get my dough. So it's been resting for a little while. You might want to leave it to rest for longer. And I'm just going to sprinkle this surface out here and tip the dough out. Now it's quite sticky. That's fine. That's okay. That's the kind of consistency you want. And I'm going to keep having that flour sprinkled over the top. You want it sticky, but not too sticky. And I'm just going to knead the dough. Ideally, if you have time, you can knead it for perhaps maybe 5-10 minutes and just get all your stress out. If you've had a hard day, if you feel very stressed, this is the best way to beat your stress out. Maybe you do the same as me. Okay. I think that's enough for what we need. Right. So maybe you've seen this before, but the way they do it in China usually is to break a hole in the center and pull through with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep on counting all the way through. And you want to keep everything quite even. This takes a lot of practice. As you can see, I need more practice. Practice makes perfect. So it just makes it nice and even. Keep on having your hands in flour and spread out like that. Then usually what you can do is curl it up on the side and break off there. Then I'm going to use my hands and break off little bits here. Don't worry if the dough is sticky. Again, it's fine. The best thing about dough is it's easy to change the shape. How many should we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'm going to make 8 today. And of course, this normally makes around about 20 to 30, I think I've made. It depends on how big you want your dumplings. So I've broken off the dough and I'm rolling the dough balls into small little balls. Picking up flour here. And again, there. And of course, keeping them nice and floured so that they don't stick to each other. Next, I'm going to get my rolling pin, and with one, I'm going to flatten out and roll. Now, normally, you can roll like this is fine. Many people do it any way they want, but you just want to make sure that the ends are really nice and thin. Very, very thin. You can see very thin dough, okay? And here, I'm going to roll them out nice and thin. Just keep that nice and thin. Same. Normally, when you're making dumplings, there is one person rolling, one person filling, one person breaking off, and one person rolling into balls. So you normally have a lot of people helping you out. But today, it's just me. And, you know, sometimes I really enjoy this kind of time just to sit and to do this. So I'm going to take my dumpling skin and I'm going to fill it with, depends how big your dumpling skin is, but about a tablespoon of filling. And I'm going to show you how to do one of the folds. You pinch here and 1, 2, 3 on one side, and I'm going to put it down here. 1, 2, 3 on the other side. I'm going to shape it up. Oh, it's a bit of an ugly dumpling. We'll pop that on the side. Again, I'm going to try that again. Take it over. You're going to take your fingers and use each one to pleat at the top. And 1, 2, 3 here. And the best thing about this dough is that you can really shape it to make it look nice. That's a really, really nice way to shape up your dough. Again, 1, 2, 3. Push it together. 1, 2, 3. I like to have that nice big fold at the top there. Of course, you can do many, many different types of folds. These are traditional dumpling, fried dumpling folds. Again, don't worry if you can't get it exactly right, like me. It doesn't matter really what it looks like as long as both of the sides are sealed. I'm going to do 2 more here. And think about all the things that I'm doing, guys. I've done so many things so far. So many things. I hope you're writing down or thinking about all those verbs. It's going to come in handy with your homework. So I'm going to do a different one for you. You're going to bring up one side and I'm going to fold round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and twist. And you should have a nice little bow there, little bun. And I'm going to do another one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and twist. And I'm going to pop that one there. Okay. So you can continue like that as you go. And don't worry if you don't have the time. You can save this dough and pop it in the freezer. That's fine. You can put this in the freezer as well and then take it out, defrost it, and you can use it again for later. So for these ones, we're going to boil them today. And I'm also going to show you some fried ones as well. just going to clean down my station to show you the final part of our cooking show today. I'm going to pop those in once the boil is ready. And you're just going to pop those in to boil, usually for around about 3 to 5 minutes if they're coming from fresh. With our vegetables, in the meantime, they have been soaking in their juice. You can see here that the vegetables have started to become very bendy. Can you see this kind of bend? This is the kind of thing you want. And so what you want to do is you want to take it, and you should usually go to the sink for this, and you can rinse. I'm just going to rinse off all of that sugar and all of that salt there. Put to one side. Then you've got your lovely jar to put your pickles in. And I like to decorate it inside to give that a flavor. So with the pickles, I'm going to pop them in. And usually you want to fill it right to the top to make sure that you've jam-packed it full. Oh, just shy of it. That's great. And with this one, I'm going to add my star anise. Maybe I'll put in 3 this time. And my peppercorns to give it that bit of flavor. Sprinkle those peppercorns in there. It's up to you. You can make your pickles, the flavors, how you wish. I like to put a chili in mine to give it that extra kick. And finally, I really, really love ginger. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of ginger in to give it that nice spicy almost. Do you find ginger is quite spicy? And pop that in the top there. Finally, we just need to have our pickling juice. And if you remember, the pickling juice is just going to be the vinegar, the sugar, the salt, and the water. So you're going to need your 200 ml of vinegar. I really love vinegar. It's one of my favorite ingredients that I really like to put into things. Then we need quite a lot of sugar. So you need that 200 grams. I'm going to pour my sugar out. And finally, we're going to need that boiling water. You're going to need that boiling water. Really, really important to have that. I'm going to use my chopsticks again and just pour it in there. About 500 mils of boiling water. And you want to mix until it dissolves. And with this jar, you need to make sure that it's sterilized before. And sterilized means it's very, very clean. Normally you put in the oven for 160 degrees, empty, and then take it out, and then to add the pickled vegetables through. We're going to pour in our mixture. The sugar has dissolved, and you're going to pour it right at the top to make sure all the vegetables are covered. Perfect, perfect. And then close the lid, and there you have it. You have your beautiful pickled vegetables here. You can usually keep those in the fridge and they'll be ready to eat after 2 days. Really, really tasty, goes with everything. So with our dumplings, normally you can boil them for about 8 minutes if you want to be healthy, or you can fry them up. And when you fry them, make sure that you get the oil really hot, put them in the pan, fry them for a bit on the bottom, add a little bit of water, and cover with a lid. That way, the pan steams. You have steams. And then you can leave it for about 8 minutes, take it off, and you should have a really, really nice, beautiful finished dumpling. Here is one I made earlier, and I don't know if you can see that, but because of the beautiful shape, you have, oh, it's quite hot, there we are. You have them there, here. And if I lift up one of them, here perhaps, maybe on here, you can see they're brown on the bottom there. So you can fry them and steam on the top. I'm going to plate up. Wow, don't they look delicious? And how many should we have? Or am I hungry again? I don't know. Let's see if we can find a brown one. Yes, beautiful. And then, of course, you'd have your pickled vegetables on the side with a dipping sauce. Here's a few pickled vegetables that I made earlier with some star anise. These have been in the fridge for about 3 days. Beautiful smell. And finally, with soy sauce on the side to have your dumplings. There. And there you have it. You have your chicken and lemongrass dumplings with pickled vegetables. So pickled radish and carrots. I really can't wait to try one. And it's really great because this one is actually a recipe that I created for Heart and Parcel. So it's a very, very special one to us here. Oh, wow. You know, I make these so many times and I never, ever, ever get sick of the taste. I love the taste so much. It reminds me of all my childhood memories. It reminds me of Heart and Parcel. It reminds me of everything. And you've got these beautiful pickles as well to give you that special crunch. Really, really, really tasty. So, here comes your test. Do you have all of the verbs that you wrote down? Can you remember all of the verbs that I did in the cooking process? I'll give you 1 minute and I want you to write down as many as you can, or speak out loud, or pause the tape now if you're watching back and say it out loud or write down. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to have another one of these. Oh, yum, 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 yum. So good. I love how I'm eating and you're just doing all the work, but I think that's probably quite good. "20 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop there. Great. Wow. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys did so well. That's fantastic. Yes, we have cut, roll, mix, boil, blend, pouring, frying, steaming. Brilliant. Well done. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. And Lisa, you even counted them all, 16. That's fantastic. So here are mine. Maybe you had extra actually, because we're always doing things. So pouring things, chop vegetables, chop lemongrass, chop coriander, slice. You can slice the carrots, slice the daikon radish, or slice the onions. Mix the filling. Add sugar, add flour, add salt, add oil. Knead the dough. Break up the dough. Roll the dough. Blend all the ingredients together in the blender. Pinch. You can pinch shut the dumpling or pinch to grab a pinch of salt. Fill the dumpling wrapper. Fold the dumplings over. Fry the dumplings in a pan. to steam the dumplings, to boil. We would have boiled today as well. Boil the dumplings in lots of water. Drain, to drain off the vegetables. To pickle the vegetables in vinegar. And last, to sterilize the jar. Did you get them all? There were so many things I did. You probably got loads more as well. Donata, well done for sterilize as well. Brilliant. You did absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today with this really, really great cooking lesson. I hope you learned a lot of new words. Maybe you can watch the video back with the subtitles and try to catch my story as well. I will send you the homework after the lesson, and it's all about past tense verbs. So good luck, enjoy. So lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope you enjoyed the recipe. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on the bottom. Tell me how you found the lesson. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much for joining Heart and Parcel's cooking and English class. See you. Mwah. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.